So we are out and about this morning on my way to get a Maryland energy grant. You can get these once a year if you have a cutoff notice or you owe money to the utility company. They will pay off that bulk payment and then they will give you a grant. Mine's usually about $1,500, and then they will give you a stipend every month for 12 months to go towards your utility bill. It's 8:15, the place opens at 8:30. The kids are knocked out. I've been tossing and turning since 3:30 this morning. Listen, maybe I was tired. Last night, I saw something form in front of me that looked a bit like a flame. But I was really tired, and I only saw it for a second, but I know that I saw it. And I've been telling y'all that there was something in my room for almost a month now. I don't know what's going on, but whatever's happening, it's my own fault, because I clearly remember stating in a video that I think it was one last thing I had to give up or something, when I stopped smoking vapes and started becoming clearer, like being able to hear spirit more. And I was like, I'm tired of seeing the little shadows out of the side of my eye. I want to see a full body apparition. If the spirits are trying to talk to me, they can just talk to me, girl. Well, you know what? Careful what you wish for, big mouth. First thing in the morning is the only way I travel. First of all, it's hot as hell in Maryland right now. But there's hardly anybody outside first thing in the morning, and I love that. I love hearing the birds. I love not being bothered. I'm not with the whole being around a bunch of people. I'm not with the mess, especially at places like this where you're dealing with like homeless people or drug addicts. Just, I don't feel like it, you know. At home, I'm the fake version of me. I'm the mom version, the nice version, but like outside, I'm my real actual self, and we're not about to do that, okay? It's best I just stay by myself. I have zero patience for fuckery out in the world. Can't do it. Not as a woman, not as a brown person. Can't do it. So I believe my next source of study is about to be Buddhism. I mean, that's what Jesus studied. And honestly, I'm tired of like my human traits. Like this whole comparing myself to other people, always trying to be better, always feeling like I'm not good enough. Like, I don't want that. You know, I just want to be at peace and spread love and be good. And clearly I need to be taught how to do that. Because I'm a damn animal. Damn, how long has it been since I've been out the house? This wasn't even here the last time I came downtown. This whole parking garage was not here. Well, if that ain't a sign I need to get out the house more, I don't know what is. I don't like seeing the land developed like this. I need to be in the country. Even coming in the city makes me depressed. Like, they're pushing the trees out, they're pushing the animals out. This is not for me. This is not for me. I joke about being a city girl. I've never been a city girl, okay? Just because I was placed in the city don't mean that's where my heart is. Because my heart is out in the middle of nowhere. This is not for me. Do you see this? This makes me sad. This would make some people happy, but to me, it's depressing. This time next year, I'm not going to be in the city. I'm just not. And just like that, I went in there and they were still not open, but they let people go inside. I filled out my paperwork. I already had my IDs and social security number cards. I filled out everything. I had my proof of income, my proof of renting, everything. So, like, I know how this goes. I've been doing this. So now what they're going to do is, it takes up to 30 days to process the paperwork, but they will send an email within 24 hours to the city, that is my power supplier. And so it'll put a hold on my account so that we won't get anything cut off. I cannot tell you how hard it was after getting hardly any sleep and still being half asleep, honestly, to come down here. But when you say you love your family, it's an action, it's not a word. Could I have put this off until tomorrow? Yeah, but you know why I didn't? Because funding runs out, okay? So if there's funding for something, I suggest you go immediately and sign up for it, because they only have but so many funds. Like, there's another place that does this. I went there last month. They weren't even taking applications, and I have never in 10 years seen them run out of money. So I can't just sit around and wait and hope everything is going to work out. I have to put some action behind it. So this is a blessing, and I'm very appreciative. I'm very appreciative. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. That's what we're here for. We're all connected. We are interdependent humans, okay? If you need help, reach out and let somebody help you. That used to be such a weakness of mine. I thought I was being strong by not letting people help me. That's not true. That's actually a weakness. Being able to say, hey, I need help, and being able to utilize resources that are available to help you is a power move. We can go bend for bend. We can go in for in.
Knocking the bag and making the opposite mad. I done fell in love with it. You can't sell fish with a cute one.
I'm thinking about my dead husband right now, which is, I cannot believe that I still call him my husband, because we were divorced for a year before he died. But whatever, he was still calling me every other month trying to get back with me. We married. The hell? I'm thinking about him because this is his town. I'm from Baltimore. That's where I grew up. I'm out here in the middle of the damn mountains, and he did. I'm still here. Just to think that he used to drive down these streets, and it's just crazy he's gone. Life don't make sense when you lose someone. I'm just going to figure it out. I'm back at the house. I just got out the shower. You know how I do. I get in the shower as soon as I get home from being outside. I got a pimple. I was washing dishes and some water splashed in my face, and I had a feeling I was going to get a pimple. Oh well, such is life. The house seems asleep, but I know I heard Judah's little phone. So he's got to be up. I heard him stomping. See, when I'm in the shower, I leave the door ajar. I hate touching doorknobs. I want them to feel like I'm always accessible. And plus, I don't want them to think I'm playing with myself. So I keep the door cracked when I'm in the shower. And plus, I hate them banging on doors. Like, a closed door invites them to just start banging. And oh God, it sends my PTSD into a spiral. Do not bang on the door. So I just leave my doors cracked. So they don't even, because they'll just bang on the door without even thinking about it. And what they'll do is, in the first thing in the morning, they'll just stomp past the bathroom, so that whoever's ever in the shower knows that somebody's up and needs to go to the bathroom. These people. Let me put all my stuff away. As soon as I come home, I always put my cards away. I have a little box where all my cards are. I always carry hand sanitizer, lip gloss, and paper towel to wipe my nose with, because I have allergies, and for whatever reason, every time I walk out the house, well, I just said why. Every time I walk out the house, my nose starts running. So I always have paper towels, hand sanitizer, and this. And when I'm really on it, I have my body butter. But it's summertime, and I tend not to go around with the body butter because it will melt in high temperatures, but it comes right back. I use this as a lip balm, as a leave-in conditioner, and as a body moisturizer. And I make it myself out of shea butter and coconut oil. Just melt it, put it in the fridge for a couple hours, then beat it. I ain't bought leave-in conditioner in 2 years. That stuff gets expensive. Judah goes through it. He's got the real 4C hair like mine, and our hair is always dry. So it's like I'm prone to dryness, not just in my hair or my humor, but I'm like in a constant state of dehydration. It's just always been that way. Had very challenging pregnancies because of it. So we have to wet our hair every time we get in the shower, and then lock the moisture in with my shea butter mix or hair oil. And then my hair is even picky about hair oil. I can't use the rosemary oil that I made for them. I made this hair growth oil, and I can't even use it. My hair does not like rosemary. It just likes a regular oil, castor oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil. What else do I have? Sweet almond oil and avocado oil. So however I'm feeling that month, I'll mix one or a couple of them, and my hair likes that. Simple, like me. I'm working on some shorts right now. I must say, that walk has me wildly invigorated right now. I'm sitting here and I'm remembering all the things that I saw. I remember the new parking deck. I remember the way that the sun was shining down on me as I was walking down the street. I remember smiling at people. I remember the smell of the city. I remember the birds and the way that they sounded. I remember how I felt very swift in my New Balances going down the street. I felt very powerful. I was standing up straight and breathing properly. I like that. I like that. My body feels good. It felt good to move around in that way, because working out at home, barely working out at home, mostly stretching, is so different than actually getting around and walking. I really have got to get outside more. I gotta get outside more. Stopped and made some lunch. See my vegan cheese? Ain't cheese the first in there. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Yep. This is what it looks like when it's done. See? I got my chickpea noodles, peppers, onions, parsley. Look at that. Look how cheesy that is. No cheese. Dairy free, baby. I'm a lazy vegan. Get. I'm not hungry right now. I'm about to watch Big Lance Off the Yard because he reminds me of my ex-husband. I used to watch a lot of prison guys just so I could learn how men think, especially hyper-masculine men or like criminal men. I just wanted to understand their mentality and how they scam people, how they manipulate people. It's just information. I like to watch people who are very different than me so that I can understand how people think. I like to know about people's stories, which is why I really fell in love with YouTube. I like learning about the way that other people see the world. It helps me be more well-rounded. Because I'll tell you what, my son tells me stuff about the way men think that I would have never known. I just don't think that way. So that's why it's important to always learn about other cultures and to stay in books. And it's important to read so you can see how other people see. I feel like what I'm supposed to be working on right now is letting go, especially when it comes to my children, because they're venturing out into the world and they have their own goals and they're starting to spend a lot more time away from the house, which is fine. And I'm having to allow them that space to grow and make mistakes, and come back and tell me about it, and just stay neutral and just be supportive. I'm finding that I don't really need to have quite as tight a grip on them as I had. They seem to be doing well. They make decent decisions. I'm trying not to worry about them because that doesn't help anything. So I'm trusting them because at the end of the day, they know what they're supposed to be doing. And a lot of times when they do stuff that I don't agree with, they're just seeing what's going to happen. And they've explained that to me multiple times, and they want to be here having experiences. That's their whole deal. Personally, I don't feel like I'm in that place in my life because all of my decisions directly affect my kids. So until they get a little bit older and they're truly on their own, I can't live my life like that. I'll have experiences and stuff later. My experiences right now are educating myself and developing myself. That's what I'm committing my time to right now. So I feel like we're in a good spot as far as the family. Now what I need to work on is letting go and learning how to manage my emotions and really focusing on developing myself. I'm not so sure that I've dealt with I need to start calling him my ex-husband because that's what he was. I'm not so sure that I've dealt with the death of my ex-husband. I don't know. I'm not sure how to process that. I have a habit of when traumatic things happen to me, just keep going. I don't allow myself to feel because I don't want to risk falling into like a deep depression of despair where I literally can't move. You ever been so sad that you cannot breathe? You forget to breathe? Like, I've had my heart broken like that more than once, which is crazy. Like, I would forget to eat. I would forget that I made music or that I was a writer. I would forget where I was just because I was in so much pain. I don't ever want to experience that again. And I'm still recovering from all of that stuff. So I'm still learning how to process my emotions. I would feel guilty about being sad or having a low day. I'm just now getting out of that. I understand that I can be sad. I don't have to be super happy all the time, but I feel like I do have a positive state of mind. If I have a negative thought, I know how to counteract that negative thought with a positive one. So I have the tools to reprogram myself when I'm getting negative. I have that. But it's still a process, and in order for me to start doing it automatically, I'm going to have to spend more time doing it. So moving forward, what I'm working on more this week is focusing on my projects, focusing on myself, and staying emotionally neutral when my kids tell me that they're doing wild things out there with their friends. Because what they're doing really isn't wild, but it's like wild to me because I'm worried about their life and their soul 24 hours a day, and they just breezing through life like it ain't nothing. I guess I was that way when I was their age. But I'm like, I'm putting my stuff on hold, worrying about them. They ain't even worried about themselves, and they having a good time. Maybe I need to spend some of that energy on myself, learn a little something from them. Life is about having experiences, and I do need to let go and start living life a little bit more, but I'm not really in that place. I'm still in like a grieving, growing stage. I'm not ready to come out and have a hot girl summer, as the young kids say. Maybe when I'm 60. I feel very fulfilled. I got our utilities taken care of. That will lighten some of the burden financially for the next few months. I'm happy about that because I did not want to get up and go take care of that business. But I find that my anxiety is worse when I don't take care of all my business. If there's something I know I'm supposed to take care of and I've been putting it off and it's sitting on the calendar, got mail sitting that needs to be mailed, I got paperwork that needs to be filled out, I find I'll have an underlying anxiety because you know you're not taking care of your business. But when I take care of stuff and I don't procrastinate, I don't get stressed. I love you. Thank you for spending time with me here in Fury World. If you'd like to check out my music, my artist name is The Fury of Abyss, and my music is available on all music streaming platforms worldwide. I love you so much, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.